Hello everyone. This is actually my third video of the day. I'm in England India preview, then this Rugby World Cup, and obviously this Australia New Zealand match. Without any doubt, the best match of this World Cup so far. I mean, the South Africa Pakistan match, was won by 1 wicket. It was an extremely tense match, unwanted tense match. South Africa from a good position. But today was, a massive match. I think the biggest run chase I've seen in World Cups. Australia getting 388. A massive opening partnership between David Warner and Travis Head. Travis Head getting 109 and David Warner getting 81 in 19 overs. That was some kind of partnership. I was shocked to see this when I started watching the match. It was already on and the pitch looked absolutely flat. At that point, obviously, the score prediction, I thought, it was definitely going to be 400 above, even more than that. The way they were batting. Travis Head is a very dangerous batsman, always plays aggressive. I even remember in a test match, fourth innings, he actually played fast and he scored the runs. He's a very excellent stroke maker and well batted to him. Played a lot of shots today. Excellent timing. And David Warner again continuing his form in this World Cup. And then Australia, everyone chipped in with a little bit of runs. And Maxwell, played a good innings towards the end as well. Looked really dangerous. But New Zealand did extremely well to contain Australia towards the end. End means, I'm talking about around 30, 35 overs to around 40, 45 overs. In those 10 overs period, New Zealand took a lot of wickets. Australia kept on losing wickets. And there was a point when the run rate came down to around 7.1. Initially it was about 10. It was actually more than 10. Around 10-ish, even more than 10. So New Zealand did well, but in the end, it was uncharacteristic of New Zealand. New Zealand dropping two catches. I saw Daryl Mitchell dropping a catch at third man. It was a low catch, but he ran towards the ball and he covered the ball and he dropped it. I've never much seen New Zealand drop many catches. That was one. And then probably the most crucial one. Pat Cummins's wicket. Jimmy Neesham was bowling, and that was a sitter of a catch to Rachin Ravindra, and that was a simple catch, and he dropped it, and Jimmy Neesham was very disappointed. I don't think I've ever seen New Zealand drop two catches in a match. And there was actually a third catch as well. I think we can't call it it was a half chance, but Glenn Phillips ran a lot for the ball, and he dived, and he actually lost the ball. But actually, there was someone behind him who could have easily caught the ball. They didn't call, and that ball was lost as well. So it was kind of three catches dropped. Pretty harsh. It was a half chance, but the other fielder could have caught it. Anyway, the most important point was that Jimmy Neesham in that over, he actually went for 4 sixes. Pat Cummins hit him for 4 sixes in that over. And if you look at the match, New Zealand losing by just 5 runs. They say in cricket, catches win matches, and those drop catches definitely playing a big part. New Zealand got off to a good start, around 65-run partnership between Conway and Will Young. And Conway was quite unlucky today. He got a ball around leg stump, outside leg stump, and he just played it to the leg side. The fine leg was up in the circle, and he just found the fielder. 99 out of 100 times he would have hit that for a 4. So unlucky dismissal for Conway. And then Will Young got out quickly later after that. And then there was a good partnership between Daryl Mitchell and Rachin Ravindra. Daryl Mitchell getting 50 as well. He batted well, looked dangerous, but then he got out. The only disappointing, it's harsh to criticize batsmen when they're chasing 388, but it was disappointing to see Tom Latham play a reverse sweep to Adam Zamba. Tom Latham, left-hander, such a nice batsman. He plays spin well. I've always been critical of batsmen playing sweeps and reverse sweep. That was totally unnecessary. He could have batted long. And then when Glenn Phillips and Rachin Ravindra batted, even though the required run rate was high, I always thought that New Zealand were in the game. And it's just sad. It happens in chases. They just kept losing wickets at regular intervals at the wrong times. Glenn Phillips going for a big shot of Maxwell got caught, and Rachin Ravindra. I mean, after his 100, I mean, he hit actually a six, I think a six, and he went for another big shot, and he got caught as well. Can't criticize that. I mean, good innings, and he was very disappointed. I mean, even when he walked out of the field, I mean, he didn't even raise his bat. Just a little acknowledgement. I mean, he was quite disappointed, obviously, not winning the match. And then Sandner came in, and Jimmy Neesham were batting. I mean, I was still confident that Jimmy Neesham would play an innings, and he did play well. He got 58. I mean, Sandner hit a six, and so he just after that six, he again went for a big shot. I mean, hard to criticize. At that point, it happens, but probably it's easy. I mean, after in hindsight, I mean, you can say he could have taken a single two. I mean, they could have probably kept wickets a little more in hand. I've always said in my videos, I mean, wickets in hand, the last 10, 5, 6, 7 overs, I mean, you can go hard. And like even 8, 9 run, 10 runs is possible to chase. And it was straight. I mean, I thought probably I had my luck my way. I mean, when Stark came to bowl, I mean, the last over, I was actually telling my mom that I have a feeling that Stark is going to bowl a wide that will go for a 4. And it exactly happened like that. 5 runs without a ball being bowled. And I thought luck was my way. And I thought New Zealand were going to win. But Jimmy Neesham getting out at the wrong stage. I mean, the second last ball. I mean, 99 out of 100 times he might have hit that for a 6. I mean, that was a friendly full toss on the leg stump. But I mean, it happens at that pace. I mean, he could have hit for a 6. But anyway, New Zealand losing just by 5 runs. A very close match. But I've said it in a lot of videos that Australia are beatable. They won, I mean, a few matches in a row now after 2 hiccups. Sri Lanka had that chance to win. They messed it up. Pakistan messed up. And suddenly Australia back in form. Zamba again getting 3 wickets today, even though he was expensive. Stark extremely expensive. But after chasing 388, if Australia won by just 5 runs, I mean, that shows that their bowling is vulnerable. And if a team bats well and puts pressure, Australia can be beaten. That's still my view on Australia, but well played Australia, but extremely well played New Zealand. I mean, great, massive effort to chase 388, not chase, I mean, get close to it. And another point that I said in a lot of videos, I don't understand why captains who win toss on such flat pitches choose to bowl first. If New Zealand had batted first, I think they would have definitely won this match. They would have scored a lot of runs and they could have put pressure on Australia. I mean, it has repeatedly happened in this World Cup. I don't know how many teams have won chasing on flat surfaces. I mean, they concede such a big total to the opposition, and then there's so much scoreboard pressure, and then they lose. Anyway, that's it from me. Wonderful match from Australia, New Zealand. Well done to New Zealand for putting up such a big fight. Well done to Jimmy Neesham as well, Rachin Ravindra, and well done anyway, Australia. Well, they won. Well played, Travis Head and Warner. And tomorrow, obviously, India-England big match, big crowd expected. I've already put the preview for it. That's it from me. Thank you. Take care. God bless you.